Hi Preps, how are you going today? We're going to read a story together. The title of this book is Tickly Octopus, and here's the main character in this story too. Lots of authors like to make the title of the story the main character's name. What other story have you read that has the main character's name in the title? Have a think. What about Mr. Grumpy's outing? Oh, what about Pig in the Pond? That was all about the pig jumping into the water. There's also the mixed up chameleon. So we know that Tickly the octopus lives in the ocean. We can see that in the picture. Who can think of some other animals that live in the ocean? What about a shark or a whale? Do you know any other stories or movies about animals that live in the ocean? Have a think about a TV show or a movie. I can think about Nemo and Dory. They're in the ocean. Finding Nemo. That's a good one. I like to go to the beach and swim with my goggles to try and see what's under the water. What do you like to do at the beach? Do you like to lie in the sunshine and get all warm before you go for a swim? Do you throw a ball around at the beach? I'm going to sound out the first word here of the author of the story. I want you to guess what her name is. Are you ready? Th. Have a go. Ruth. Good job. This is her last name. See if you can find the letter G for me. Oh, there it is. It's a capital because it's her name. What's the sound that the letter G makes? G, G. That's right. Galloway. This octopus looks very friendly. I can see him smiling. Oh. And the fish don't seem to be scared of him. I predict this book will be about Tickly Octopus and all his friends that he tickles with his tentacles. What do you predict this story will be about? Remember to say, I predict. I think the takeoff in this story might have something to do with the octopus tickling. Let's find out. Are you ready to read the story? Tickly Octopus. Tickly Octopus by Ruth Galloway. Down in the ocean, among the swirling seaweed and the colourful coral, lived a tickly octopus. I can see swirling seaweed. What can you see? Oh, I can see a crab over here. Maybe these are shells and some very pretty coral here. He had 8 twisty, twirly tentacles and he loved to use them to tickle. When Octopus tickled the little fish, they jumped and giggled and wriggled and giggled. They thought tickling was wonderful fun. Let's count Tickly's 8 tentacles? Oh, they're hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many tentacles does the octopus have? 8. That's right. I can see that the fish are enjoying having Tiddly the octopus tickle them because they're smiling and laughing. Oh, which sea creatures don't like his tickling? I wonder. Most of the creatures found his tickling tiresome. Octopus tickled Starfish and made him squirm. "Stop it," she squeaked. Octopus tickled Clickety-Clackety Crab and he tripped and tumbled into the sand. "Go away," he snapped. "But I'm a tickly octopus and I'm really good at tickling," said Octopus sadly, and he swam off to tickle the wriggly, giggly fish again. What sea creatures don't like his tickling? Let's have a look. The starfish, the crab. They don't like his tickling. One day, Octopus saw Oyster snoozing among the seashells. He couldn't resist giving her a teeny, tiny tickle. Oh, I can see the oyster there. I can see some more shells here. This is the takeoff in the story. This is the exciting part. What will happen next? What do you think Oyster will do? But Oyster woke with a jump and dropped her precious pearl. Ping! Dip! Boing! It bounced over the rocks and was swept away by the current. "Oh no!" gasped Octopus. Poor Oyster was very upset. "Sorry," said Octopus. "I'll get it back for you." The precious pearl is bouncing away along the sand down to the bottom of the ocean. Where will the pearl go next? What is at the bottom of the ocean? Maybe some seaweed. Octopus raced through the water with a whoosh and a swoosh. Whee! He thought, "I never knew I could be so super speedy." Whoosh! Can you see? Whoosh! Octopus followed the pearl as it tumbled down to the bottom of the sea. "Wow," he thought, "I never knew I could swim so deep." Can you see he's at the bottom of the ocean now? I can see it's dark. There's not so much light at the bottom of the ocean. At last, Octopus reached the pearl, but pling, plong, plop! Oyster's precious pearl bounced over the rocks and dropped through a tiny gap in the ocean floor. Octopus squished and squashed and heaved and squeeved and managed to push his rubbery body through the gap. "Oh," he thought, "I never knew I could be so squidgy." Can you see him there, squeezing through a very tight space? Octopus is having a really difficult time getting that pearl back. What do you think might happen next? Do you think he's going to find it? There glittering in the darkness, was the smooth, shiny pearl. But just a hop behind it was a fierce eel. Can you see the eel? He lives in the dark at the bottom of the ocean, down this hole. Octopus is looking a bit worried now. "Oh!" squealed Octopus. He quickly picked up the pearl and sped away. "Give me that pearl!" roared the eel. Octopus huffed and puffed as the eel chased after him. He'd swum such a long way and he was very tired. The eel was getting closer and closer. With a spurt and a squirt, a belch and a squelch, Octopus sprayed a cloud of black ink so that the eel couldn't see anything. "Wow," thought Octopus, "I never really knew I could be so inky." And he danced happily back to Oyster. The octopus has kept safe by squirting ink onto the eel. Did you know that an octopus can do that? They can squirt ink out of their body. The eel can't see when he's in the black ink. Oyster was delighted to get her pearl back. "I promise I won't ever tickle you again," Octopus said. "I've found lots of other things I'm good at doing too. From now on, I'm going to be a speedy, deep-sea, squidgy, inky octopus." "But I'll still be a little bit tickly too." I like happy endings. Oyster is so delighted she got her precious pearl back. If you were an oyster, what would you say to Tickly Octopus? Would you say thank you too? He went a long way to get that pearl. Everyone is happy, and Oyster knows just how to tickle the creatures so that they like it. Rightio. Just before we finish, let's have a talk about what we liked about this story. I liked the book Tickly Octopus and I learnt that some people don't like to be tickled. It's not fun for everyone. Do you like to be tickled? What other things did Tickly Octopus learn about himself? He learned how to be speedy, didn't he? He learnt that he can fit in small places. He learnt that he can spray black ink to help keep himself safe. My favourite part of the story is when he squirted black ink on the eel. Why did he do that? That's right, it was so he could get away. If I was Tickly Octopus, I think I would have been petrified of the deep, dark ocean. It was not a place he'd been before. What about you? At the end of the story, Tickly Octopus the oyster felt delighted, didn't he? Because Tickly Octopus got his pearl back. Why is he delighted? Because he got his pearl back. I hope you like the story that we read today, Preps, and I'll see you next time.